Japanese people don't say yen. Their money is en. 100 yen, 100 yen. Here's the mission. One full shopping trip, entirely in Japanese. Pick the store, ask the prices, survive the register. And the whole way, we're chasing one pattern. Every word you say out loud in a Japanese store has a formal twin that exists only in print. Crack it, and receipts, price tags, and sarins unlock all at once. First, the money itself. Okane is money in general. The unit is eng, written with the kanji eng. It's a counter. Glue it onto any number. 1 yen, 2 yen, 3 yen. Perfectly regular almost the whole way up. Almost because 4 is a trap. You know 2 readings for 4, shi and yong. So 4 yen, which one survives? Lock in your answer. If you picked shien, that's the one reading Japanese avoids. It collides with shien, support. Yongeng is fine in everyday speech, but dictionaries and broadcast Japanese settle on yoeng. From there, prices scale. 100 yen, 100, seien, 1,000. Then English logic breaks. Japanese doesn't count in thousands past that. It switches to its own unit, mung, 10,000. So 10,000 yen is 1,000,000 yen, 1/10,000. And the ghost letter in yen? The Bank of Japan says nobody wrote the reason down. Its simplest guess, spelled just en, foreigners would read it like English in, so a Y went on as a guardrail, and it's held since 1872. Money sorted. Now pick your store. Step outside and the shop signs switch to katakana. Konbini, the convenience store. Super, the supermarket. Departo, the department store. All 3 are English, borrowed then cut short. Listen to konbini again. Can you hear the full English word hiding inside? Convenience store. Japanese keeps the first bite and drops the rest. Supermarket, department store. Same trim. Even your TV remote is a rimokon, chopped from remote control. But one shop on this street isn't borrowed at all, and its name shouldn't make sense. The old school shops end in ya, shop, honya, books, panya, bread, hanaya, flowers. Add san and honya-san is the shop or the person running it. Then there's the greengrocer, yaoya, literally the 800 shop. Why would a vegetable stand be called 800? Guess. It began as aomonoya, the greens shop, and speech wore that down to yaoya. The kanji came later, picked for sound, but yao was a sly pick because 800 also means countless in Japanese, as in yaoyorozu, the old word for a myriad, the shop of countless things. Now step inside. The moment you do, somebody's going to shout at you. Irasshaimase. Every store, every entrance, every time. It's an honorific welcome built on the keigo verb irasharu. Now, the test most learners fail. What do you say back? The clerk's right there. Think. Nothing. Irasshaimase takes no reply at all. A nod is plenty, or just state what you need. Staff speak to customers in a polished, formal register, and your job is never to produce it, only to recognize it. Hold on to that, because at the register, this formal layer comes back, with a twist. Deeper in. 2 verbs run this whole building. Kau, to buy, and uru, to sell. Both take the particle o on the thing changing hands. Hon wo kau, buy a book. Here's the version you'll actually need. You can't find batteries, so you ask, 電池は売っていますか? Literally, not, will you sell batteries, but are you in the state of selling them? That teimasu form treats stocking an item as an ongoing state, the natural way to ask about anything you can't find. They have them. So what do they cost? いくら means how much. Point at anything. これいくらですか? Politer, おいくらですか? The whole basket. 全部でいくらですか? how much for everything? The answer lands on one of two adjectives, 高い, expensive, or 安い, cheap. 値段が高すぎる. The 値段, the price is way too high. One morning, 高い also means tall. 背が高い, a tall person. 値段が高い, a steep price. Context decides, but never flip that onto 安い. It only means cheap. A low shelf is 低い. Your batteries are 安い. Claim them. これをください. This one please. Softer. これをお願いします. Now the register. いらっしゃいませ. There it is again. The teng-ing, the clerk, scans your batteries at the reji. Yes, clipped from regista. First question. ポイントカードはお持ちですか? お持ちですか is the honorific do you have. Catch カード and the rising か, a yes-no question. Then the price, and a secret. Cashiers say it two ways, and one is technically broken Japanese. 500円でございます or 500円になります. Which is wrong? になります. Naru means to become, and a fixed price doesn't become anything. Textbooks back でございます. Real registers say both, so just recognize both. You answer with your payment. 現金で払います in cash, or カードで払います by card. で marks the tool. Hand over an osatsu, a bill, and back comes otsuri, your change, in kozeni, coins. Then comes the receipt and the payoff of this entire trip. You said 買う. The receipt prints 購入. You said 払う. It prints 支払い. You said 値段. The shelf tag said 価格, and the total at the bottom is the 金額, the amount itself. Nearly every word you spoke today has a formal Chinese origin twin that lives only in print. Selling becomes 販売 on the shop's sign, and mise turns into temple on paperwork. You never have to say that layer, only recognize it. Learn each pair together and the printed world opens. 税込み, tax already inside the price, the law since 2021, and its opposite, 税抜き, before tax. 売り切れ, sold out. 半額, half price, the happiest kanji in the supermarket. So here's your entire trip at full speed. Count how much you catch. いらっしゃいませ. You nod. これをください. ポイントカードはお持ちですか? You wave it off. 500円でございます. カードで払います. ありがとうございました. A real transaction, start to finish, and you understood every word. The say and read card from that receipt is the piece worth keeping. 5 spoken words, 5 printed twins, half of retail Japan. Save it for the day you're standing in that store. They'll still shout いらっしゃいませ, and you'll just nod. Thank you for watching all the way to the receipt. If you want to keep learning Japanese the way it's actually used in context, Amenokori is the #1 app to learn Japanese in context, and it's free on the Apple App Store and Google Play.